What's going on, Go Nation? I'm back with another video, and today, you already know what time it is. I'm reacting to the Cosmic Wonder. Marvel making biggest decision yet for Secret Wars in the MCU. Oh Lord, what are they doing now? Hey, they're desperate at this point. They're just trying to make sure, hey, let's just at least try to get back on somewhat of a track. But yeah, I don't know anything about this, to be completely honest with you. So I just want to jump straight into this. But before we do that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because we on the road to 200 subs. What's the Cosmic talking about?
So it looks like Marvel Studios right now has narrowed down the choices for who they want the director to be for Avengers Secret Wars. And this is a big deal. This is a huge decision. This is supposed to be
it's the Russo
bigger
brothers still.
than Avengers Endgame, not just by a little
Or
bit,
Sam
but
Raimi.
by a lot. So they need an incredible director behind the project. And honestly, two of the choices that we've heard about so far are top notch and I think would do an insanely good job. One comes in the form of director Sean Levy, who is currently directing Deadpool 3 for Marvel Studios.
Oh,
and
Sean
I've
Levy,
said this
okay.
before, but don't sleep on
makes sense.
Deadpool 3 because this movie's going to be a lot bigger than just Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, of course, obviously it's going to focus on them. And if it was literally just the two of them fighting each other the entire movie, a lot of us would probably be okay with that. But in terms of how it's going to impact the overall MCU story, it's huge. And it has a lot of components to it that make Sean Levy directing Deadpool 3 a great option for directing Secret Wars as well. And the other director is related to Marvel as well, and he is super qualified. But first, let's dive into Sean Levy. So if you don't know Sean Levy, he's worked on some amazing things. He got Stranger Things going, and he was a producer for the show. He directed Free Guy, which I know a lot of people watched, which had Ryan Reynolds. And he also directed The Atom Project, which had Ryan Reynolds as well, and Mark Ruffalo. So he's worked with Marvel actors before, and Ryan Reynolds has stated that he loves working with Sean. And quite honestly, Marvel Studios themselves have put a lot of trust into Sean Levy by having him direct Deadpool 3. This movie is going to be absolutely iconic. Ryan Reynolds' best character, Hugh Jackman's best character, and returning as that character after many, many years of not playing that character. And he himself even recently has stated how huge this is.
R-rated.
Very much so.
Love it.
But
Heck yeah.
you have two major movie stars together in a movie playing their most iconic signature roles. That is director heaven. And so the story, the tone, the movie itself leans into that gift of having Deadpool and Wolverine co-starring in a movie for the first time.
But here's honestly the real deal about Sean Levy directing Avengers Secret Wars. Deadpool 3 is essentially going to be Secret Wars.
That makes sense.
It's literally going to be the story of Secret Wars Battle World from the comics. We've heard now from multiple insiders that in Deadpool 3, the TVA will be taking heroes from collapsing universes, from universes that have incursions happening to them. They'll be taking these heroes and putting them all on one planet, Battle World. That is right from the comics, and insiders have acknowledged that this movie is going to be very integral for the events that lead directly into Secret Wars. Meaning, if Deadpool 3 doesn't happen, Secret Wars doesn't happen, Kang Dynasty doesn't happen. The insider Can We Get Some Toast said this: "Make no mistake, Deadpool 3 will not just be a setup movie for Avengers Secret Wars. Just like Infinity War was its own contained story but was integral for Endgame to even happen, Deadpool 3 will be the same to Secret Wars." So in a way, Deadpool 3 is part 1 to maybe a 3-part, maybe a 4-part if they decide to split Secret Wars into 2 different parts, but part 1 to a 3-part currently Secret Wars storyline. So he kind of already has his own Secret Wars movie. Well, we know, based on the past for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, that Marvel Studios is interested in having the person who directed the first part direct the second. They did this with the Russo brothers.
That's
and they
true.
were kind of doing this before they got rid of the writers for Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars with Jeff Loveness and Michael Waldron. The two of them have worked together closely on Rick and Morty in the past, and they both wrote other MCU films and shows. And they were both connected to multiverse movies, so they wanted them to write the big one since they had that experience. That's essentially kind of what they did with the Russo brothers. They directed the Captain America movies, Civil War directly connected to Avengers Infinity War, and of course Infinity War connected into Endgame. And one could see why they would want the same director to do both projects, so they feel the same, so they have the same continuity. And that might be the case here for Sean Levy. Rumors have it that Marvel Studios want him to direct the film, and even recently,
This
he
makes a
was
lot more
asked
sense to me
in an
just saying
interview
Russo
if he
brothers.
was going to be directing that film. He was asked by ET Canada about the rumor, and this is what he said.
There's a big old rumor out there that when you're done Deadpool that it might be Avengers.
I read that rumor, and that's all I'm going to say.
Ah.
And that's all I'm going to say.
So basically, no comment. But again, he is working with Marvel Studios right now, and he's probably signed NDAs. It's the classic interview conundrum. You can't ever say, yep, I'm doing it, I'm directing the film, or a cast member going, yep, I'm in that movie, just like Paul Rudd denying that he's Ant-Man, Andrew Garfield saying he's not the werewolf. They can never really say yes, but the latest rumors tell us that Marvel Studios is eyeing him to direct Secret Wars.
All
and
right.
if Deadpool is going to be such a massive success like we all are hoping it's going to be, and like it sounds like it's going to be, I think it would be pretty great to have Sean Levy direct the film. Everything that I've seen from him has been really, really good. Great, actually. I've seen some amazing things from him, and I've seen a lot of people out there say the same thing. However, like I mentioned, Marvel Studios apparently has other directors in mind, and another one is Sam Raimi. Now, we talked about this a little bit
see, I
in the
knew
previous
Sam
video,
Raimi.
but this kind of makes sense. Twofold. One, he's Marvel legacy. I mean, he worked on the Spider-Man films. He directed Spider-Man 1 through 3 with Tobey Maguire. I mean, the man is a legend, and like I've said before, he came into a pretty messy situation with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I know some people have problems with that movie, but a script was already written, then they had to redo a lot of it. It was just pretty hectic, and I believe he did the best job with what he was given. But keep in mind, he's not going to be writing Secret
I really
Wars.
enjoyed
They're
that
just
movie.
looking for directors.
I really did,
And
to be
again,
honest.
the second part to this is he has already directed a multiverse movie in the MCU. Again, going back to Marvel Studios kind of wanting the same director who directed something previous leading into a big movie to also direct that big movie. So he directed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which was a multiversal film. Now he can direct another multiversal film on a much bigger scale, Secret Wars. And this time do it properly. Have him come in at the very beginning, be involved with the writing process that the writers do, and just basically get it right. He's a very admired director for all of the work that he's done, and I'm sure if he was given a chance, he'd crush it, and it sounds like Marvel Studios wants him as well. Plus, you have to realize that Kevin Feige has known and worked with him for an incredibly long time. Feige worked with him on the Spider-Man films when he directed them. And according to insider at My Time to Shine Hello, she stated that she has sources confirm that Sam Raimi is Marvel's top choice to direct Secret Wars. Now, the reports about Sean Levy being wanted by Marvel Studios came out after this report, so maybe some things have changed, but right now, I'd say these are our top two guys. However, there is one more that was mentioned by Daniel RPK, who tweeted, "You know who I heard they want to direct Secret Wars? Alfonso Cuarón." And this seems like it's coming a little bit out of left field, but he has directed some big projects like Gravity and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and Children of Men. So a good name as far as directing is concerned. And he's been involved with a lot of sci-fi fantasy types of films and shows. And perhaps that is why Marvel Studios could be eyeing him to direct Secret Wars. So those so far are the top 3 choices reportedly for Marvel Studios that we've heard about recently.
All right. Another great video from Cosmic Wonder. He's always killing it, bro. Man, that's a tough decision. Because I was all in on Sam Raimi or Russo brothers, but then I'm kind of like, doesn't make sense to bring them back for this movie, to be honest. Maybe the Russo brothers can do like a Wolverine type movie or something like that. I don't know. But Sam Raimi or Sean Levy, it would make sense that Sean Levy, is that his name, Sean Levy? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I'm guessing that's probably the best bet for them is Sean Levy because he's doing Deadpool 3. And it's basically part 1 of this whole story that they're trying to do. But Sam Raimi, that's my guy, man. I really do like Sam Raimi, man. He's one of my favorite directors. And of course, come on, Spider-Man. Come on. That's my favorite character. Come on. But hey, guys, tell me what you think down below. Who should direct this movie? I mean, hey, should it be Sean Levy? Should it be Sam Raimi? Or should it just be anybody else? Hey, you know, put in comments below. Tell me. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment or two. You already know what to do. Go Nation. I'm outie.